Oh, we had to win that one, didn't we? No, we didn't. Oh, Norwich match review. Oh, welcome back to another video on the channel, Newcastle fans. I've just got back from the night's game and just so frustrating. So frustrating. So let's just start with the head of the frustration. Kieran Clark, back in the team tonight. A man of much experience. You know, you're talking about a 32, 33, whatever he is, year old Republic of Ireland international. He's played the top level most of his career. He's played international football most of his career. In the 9th, 10th minute of a football match, just let the bloke run clean through. For God's sake, think, you know, anyone else, I hope he's going to bed tonight thinking on that and losing sleep over that one tonight. Because if that was me playing Sunday League football with my mates, amateur level, and I did that and I let my teammates down in the 10th minute of a big game and got sent off, I would feel like an absolute bag of shit and I wouldn't be able to get to sleep. So I don't know what he must feel like. And I don't feel sorry for him. Yes, I understand when you don't have that experience at this level, you get a rush of blood to the head, pull him back, you don't really think, you just don't want him to run clean through, sort of a knee-jerk reaction. Not someone of Kieran Clark's experience. I'm sorry, that was a fucking joke. And that, for me, killed everything. Eddie Howe's game plan in his first home game in the dugout went out the window because of that stupid piece, that stupid split-second decision he made by pulling Pookie back. And it was just ridiculous. And I'll happily admit I was that guy in the crowd tonight who was effing and blinding when he went off, because I was that angry. Because suddenly our biggest game of the season, everything changes. The formation has to change. We have to sacrifice possession. We have to sit back. And that was so frustrating. Jesus Christ. So yeah, Kieran, I hope you're not sleeping well tonight, because I won't be laid awake thinking about that. So you were the culprit, so I don't know what you must be feeling like. And to be totally honest with you, I don't see Kieran Clark getting too much football for Newcastle moving forward. Because do you know who came on his place? Fernandez. And I tell you what, that bloke did not put a foot wrong when he walked on the football pitch. And I don't know what Steve Bruce, the bacon man, I don't know what he missed in Fernandez at the start of the season. I don't know what Graham Jones didn't like in Fernandez. And I don't know what Eddie Howe in the earlier games since he's come in has not liked in Fernandez. Because all I saw on that field tonight when he came on was a solid fucking centre-back who does not mess about in defending. He's a proper defender. And we've all known that. I've just assumed that something was going on behind the scenes on the training ground to keep him out of the team. But yeah, Fernandez for me, no-brainer. He looks cut above Lascelles. He's a cut above Kieran Clark. You know, Fabian Schär's looked okay since he's come back in. So them two for me, it's a no-brainer. Get them playing together. Get them working together in the training ground. But on the positive side tonight, after we got over that, we regrouped. The only thing we could do tonight is graft our bollocks off. And I tell you what, I was sat in that stadium and I thought to myself, right, let's see what this bunch of players is made of. 10 men after 10 minutes. The only way we are going to get this is if them players want it. They needed to grab it by the scruff of the necktie and say, right, we're going to have to roll our fucking socks up here, lads. We're not going to be able to play the sort of attacking football maybe Howe wants us to, but we are going to have to graft our bollocks off if we want something. And I tell you what, every single one of them did that. They did. I think Joe Linton was the leader of that. He was great again in terms of his graft, his power, his willingness to close down, his urgency. I liked it. And he looks a new player under Eddie Howe at the moment, so it's definitely a special mention for him. But Norwich caused us no problems at all. And I think that's the calibre of team that makes tonight even more frustrating, that we should be beaten. If we had 11 men on that field, I'm sorry, we were winning that game tonight. I think Howe would have had a game plan with Fraser on the field, Maximin, Wilson. We would have got at them a bit tonight, and I think we would have won. Because they offered, to say they played against 10 men, if I was a Norwich fan, I'd be pissed off for that performance, because that was shocking. I think although we didn't see much of the ball in the first half, we were steady, but we really worked hard. And then the penalty appears. Good old VAR, none of us know what's going on. Is it not? We get it. And my God, what a nerve-wracking moment that was. But we go 1-0 up and things are looking good. And I tell you what, when that equaliser went in from Pookie, I just felt fucking deflated. I felt deflated from the Kieran Clark red card, and then I picked myself back up, and we all did. And we did so well to get that lead and stick behind the ball. And Norwich's equaliser just came out of nowhere. I haven't watched the highlights back yet, but it was like a start. I genuinely believed that we were going to win that game tonight at 1-0. And I think that's even harder to take because Norwich had no threat at all. Dubravka didn't, apart from a free kick in the first half from the red card, he didn't really have a save to make. He was comfortable all night. Defensively, we were comfortable. Jamal Lewis, even he put in a steady shift. I'm not going to say amazing, but a steady shift on that left-hand side. Didn't have too many problems. Mankio didn't have too many problems. And that's why that equaliser, it looked a great goal from where I was sitting, opposite end. But that was really hard one to take because I thought at that point we were going to win and the atmosphere was good. I think a lot of people in that stadium believed that this was the start of something. If we can win a game with 10 men for 80 minutes, this could be the start of Eddie Howe's Black and White Army. And the fact that he equalised, so frustrating. More positives, which I'm sure Eddie Howe's going to focus on. He's got no choice. We have no choice as fans. We have Burnley at home on Saturday in another fucking massive game. We just needed a bit of luck tonight. We needed Pookie's goal to hit the bar instead. We got the look with the VAR. That could have gone either way. I mean, we had the ref look at it again. I haven't watched any replays. Don't know whether it was a stone wall or not. But we need to focus on the positives. And the positives for me today were that those players give a shit. Those players give a shit. And I think we saw enough from them tonight to think that the Burnley game on Saturday, they're going to be up for it again. Get Fernandez in the team. I think Mankio looked okay at fullback. Jamal Lewis, I'm still not so sure. He looks very weak on the ball at times. His distribution coming out of defence isn't great neither. But I think he's more switched on as a defender because that's his position. So we weren't missing Matt Ritchie in a defensive point of view tonight at all. Maybe going forward with his left foot, you can argue, yes. We didn't miss Lascelles, so he cannot come back in the team. I don't care whether he's captain. I don't care whether he's captain Big Bollocks. I'm not bothered. He should not come back in the team. Shelby's looking a better player under Howe. Joe Linton's certainly looking like a new man, looking like a Pele. Maximin had a quiet night again tonight. He's not really been given that opportunity yet under this attacking style because Arsenal was a tough game. We had 10 men tonight. Brentford, he looked good. So he's going to come. Burnley could be his coming of age on Saturday under Howe. And Wilson again, always on the back, the last defender. Took the penalty. God, Timmy Krull. Oh God, that would have been an enjoyable one for Tim Coleman. I was thinking, shit, of all the goalkeepers to save it in the Gallagher end, and just got it in. But yeah, I'm deflated tonight. I'm trying to stay positive because we've got such an important game in a couple of days. But the one thing I will take away from tonight, firstly, Kieran Clark, I do not want to see or hear from that man for the coming weeks because that was such a frustrating decision for him to make, to pull him back in the 10th fucking minute. Of all the defenders, of all the experienced players on the field, you made, what were you doing? That was one thing for me, and the other one was just that those players wanted it tonight. They really rolled the sleeves. They could have turned over. We are bottom of the league with no wins. 10 men for 18. People like John Joe Shelby, who we know is not a grafter, he could have literally thrown in the towel tonight, but he didn't. And I think they are playing for their manager, which is great. You'd expect that, I guess. But in the dogfight we are in, we have seen something there tonight to build on to a degree. But my God, that was frustrating. Do I think we are closer to relegation because we've drawn that game? No. Only because, yes, before the match I was saying it was crucial, but only because we've seen that fight from them tonight. And we've got a big game on Saturday where we can potentially get 3 points. We've got a January transfer window where money will probably be spent. So I'm going to say no. There's fight in the old dog yet. There has to be fight in the old dog. Bring on Burnley on Saturday. No silly red cards. We'll have a game plan from the start, and I'm sure Howe's imprint, attacking-wise, on this team is going to pay some goals and some results, because that's what we need. Let's face it, Newcastle fans. We are becoming draw Castle United. I'll hopefully touch down. I'm not at the game on Saturday. I'm away for the weekend, but I'll touch down for a match preview, sorry, for Burnley. If you've liked this video and you're new to the channel, click the subscribe button. And as always, get us on Facebook and Instagram. Kieran Clark. I'm going to be tossing and turning tonight over Kieran bloody Clark. Good night, Newcastle fans.